But it was fun while it lasted. Yeah, you could go.
I've got to ask you, Bill, not to change the subject, but I have to ask you about something I read in your biography.
Oh, you've been reading that?
I've been reading up on
that.
Oh
Gosh!
When you were working for World Class Championship Wrestling,
I knew it was coming.
I have to ask this. It was syndicated worldwide,
right?
And you became the 4th most popular television personality in Israel.
Yeah,
doing that. That's pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
What happened? Who beat you out for that?
The Von Erichs.
Oh, okay. The stars of the show.
Oh my Lord, that was we didn't realize what was going on.
Well, I noticed that you were talking to Vic Sosa, one of our great cameramen, in the press dining room. So what was that relationship?
Well, we started World Class. Mickey Grant and I had the idea that, and the cameras, the old cameras are coming out there. And so we decided that it'd be good to have them on the ring to take pictures in close. And we'd have, most of the wrestling around here particularly was long shot, medium shot, long shot, medium shot. So you missed a lot of that. So Vic and Oz Coleman and another guy were the cameramen down at Channel 39. And they made the show. They ran and jumped and flew in the air. And they got, the wrestlers loved it because it made them look, all that great. But it was, and so it took off. And I got a call from a friend of mine at the University of North Texas whose family lived in Nazareth, in Egypt. And he had come over to go to school. His brother received him. And he said, "You know what's going on over there?" I said, "No, I didn't even know what's over there." And he said, "Well, when World Class comes on in Israel, and particularly in Nazareth, the shops shut down, everybody goes to a house, and they all watch television." Wow. Watch that show.
That's great.
Yeah, so Von Erichs and I became very popular on TV. And I never went to Israel. It really irritated me because...
Boy, if you could have ever brought the show to Israel...
Oh, man.
You might never have come home.
Something funny happened. You and I were talking about being recognized and how much it humbles you.
Sure.
I happened to be at a wrestling signing a year or so ago in Charlotte, North Carolina. And guy came over and said, "Hey, there's a lady looking for you who watched you on TV in Nazareth, Israel." And I said, "Oh, God, I've never met anybody from there, and she's gone now." Yeah. And after a while, I looked up, and here's this old lady staring at me and smiling. And she had been a kid and always watched wrestling.
Wow.
She said, "My mother hated it and couldn't understand why I liked it, but that was one of the most touching things I'd ever had. Somebody from Israel, and I got to see that."
That's nice.
That's great. And they came to me. I didn't go to them.
Yeah.
But that wrestling show was amazing. It was so great. We'll see.
I know one thing. The Rangers only have one run, but they're not short on hard hit balls tonight.
No, sir. They're pounding them.
Now, I'm going to guess that your signature broadcast was the ice bowl.
Yeah,
Is that right?
Yeah. I have the David Clyde game and Jim Bibby's no-hitter. Those are the two most important Ranger games.
Yep.
But the Ice Bowl, I've gotten miles of attention over that over the years. And just the last couple of years ago when the Cowboys and Green Bay played, right at the end of the season, they borrowed my game in Green Bay to play it to see how we did the game. Yeah, that has been really amazing.
Now I know what the temperature was. What was for the players on the field? What was it like for a broadcaster?
Same
Exact thing.
20 below zero at game time.
Wow.
Yeah, I got a wake-up call that morning. It'd been real nice the day before, and so the wake-up call. Good morning. Welcome to Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's 35 below zero. That slaps you in the face. It really does. And the wind was blowing, and I went downstairs and made one circle and came right back in. It was just awesome. Wow. I like to work with the booth circle like this. Sure. And, even when it's cold. But those, they froze. And so we were in a closed booth. No heat.
And you were doing the game with who?
With the great Blackie Sherry.
Wow.
He and I really had fun. It was a great experience for him. But man, it was. And we decided, let's don't overemphasize the cold. We'll tell them what it is, and then we'll just go ahead and do the game. And then once in a while, the temperature would come on. It's now 24 degrees below zero. But we just tried to do the game, and I didn't listen to it for a long time. I was so depressed. I thought it was bad because of the weather, and I probably didn't sound good. It was one of those silly things you do, you know.
Sure.
And then when I finally listened to it, I said, well, it wasn't too bad. So it's been my calling card.
Yeah, probably. Speaking of your calling, excuse me, Buzz, of your calling card, did you have a signature home run call?
No.
No? Just
I
whatever
wasn't
came
smart.
to mind?
I don't know. I'd have a different thing every time.
Did you?
You know, whatever I was talking about, and then crunch into something. Oh, I never did work in those things.
Ex-Rangers watching tonight. I know our trainer Bill Ziegler is watching. He wanted to say hi. And Rich Billings is watching.
Son of a gun. Yeah, he's great. There were a really bunch of fine people on that team. Wow.
Randy Galloway's watching. He wanted everyone to say hi to you for him.
Yeah. Hey, Randy, remember when I got the death threat in Boston?
I'm sure my phone's going to start ringing in a second.
That was a highlight of my career. I, of all people.
Well,
I, of all people.
Glad it was only a threat.
Yeah, that's right. But it's a little disconcerting when the guys come up and say, we need to talk to you. And I said, okay, what's the matter? Well, we had a guy calls in and says there's a fellow's going to come out here and shoot you. I said, really? I said, I don't know anybody in town except a couple. And so it all went off okay. And
you're still here, so fortunately he didn't have a loaded pistol.
That's right, and I enjoyed that every time I was up there anyway. Guys, thank you.
Bill, thank you very much for joining us.
We've
enjoyed seeing you. Thank you.
So glad to see you, Bill. Glad you could be here.
Call me back another 30 years.
You got it.
Fourth inning coming up, 2-1 Baltimore.